Hey guys, happy Monday. Yeah. Good news for me. She got the job. She got the job. And good news to also to whoever out there is looking for a job. In actuality, I have been unemployed since March 8th of last year, 2024, which I low key love because 8 times 3, right, is 24. So it's really easy to remember that exit date. But really I didn't start looking for a job until like maybe, I don't know, 2 months ago or so. And I did go through probably three or four interviews, which obviously none of them panned out, but it's really like not bad. Like ultimately, like I have to admit, like, I mean, I, let me live in my ass for a little bit. I am a really good worker and I am just I think a dream employee because especially as for being a girl, like I'm super like level energy. I don't know. I guess women are priority hires in a way, just because they're much more, historically speaking, they take much more like they not abuse, because men are the ones that obviously get abused in their jobs, but like that's the nature of their jobs. I think I'm thinking more like, you know women, you can ask them and have a much more higher success rate of them. You can pile the work on them and they're not going to be like, that's not, like, you're not paying me for that. They're just going to fucking do it anyway. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I got the job. And it's so funny because I got an email and it was like, okay, cool, like, you're going to start onboarding Monday, today. And so I thought, onboarding is going to be at the job. It's going to be at the job. Like, I'm going to be in the little conference room where I interviewed with, a company laptop, and I'm going to do the onboarding there. And so my job is 8 to 5. Sick. Side note. I get there and it is snowing. It snowed all last night, and it's not that bad. Like, there's patches of grass everywhere, but it is going to start to snow again, actually, like any second now. There's tiny little snowflakes in the atmosphere right now. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I got there a little early, like 10 minutes or so early. Yeah, it's snowing now. Oh my god, I wish I could turn the thing around, but anyway, yeah. So I got there and like nobody in the office was there, and like people were like, yeah, they don't really roll in till like between 8 and 9, which is kind of wild to me. Like, when like my mom actually, she just got fired. Thank God, not fired. She did quit, but they fired her. They it Is that like a office thing, like an office? I quit. No, you're fired. I don't know. That's basically what happened to her, which is best case scenario because obviously, right, she can be on unemployment now, and she is, and she's loving it, and good for her. She's never been on unemployment. I think everybody should get to enjoy unemployment like at least once in their life, because yeah, you do pay into that shit your whole working career. Anyway, got there and everybody's like, yeah, like they don't roll in for a while. And then I heard some other people talking about how somebody wasn't coming in because of the snow. And so ultimately, I ended up just going to the area where I'm going to be working, basically shipping and receiving, emphasis on the receiving part. And like I just start doing the job. Like I just start learning it, which is, for background again, I've had this job before and I only left it because I was stupid and young. And yeah, so but then the receptionist lady finally shows up at some point, and I don't know how she found out I was there, but she came in the back and she's like, yeah, you're supposed to wait for an email to, for the onboarding, and we gotta run your background and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like slightly embarrassing, but not really, because it's not, that's not on me, bitch. Like, one, I didn't get the email, and two, and she's not a bitch. She's actually super Christian. Like, both the interviews when I was waiting for the people to show up, and even like today, she has the whole little office walk-in room to herself, and so she just rocks out the Christian music. So not a bitch, not a bitch. Well, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes they fucking are. Fucking Christians, dude. Like, religious people, like outwardly religious people, they really need to stop being like that. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm just so happy. I feel so good. I am so thankful, and yeah, it's just, I could have gotten a job sooner, I guess. I don't know. The other interviews, just, I don't know. One of them, I feel like they might have called me back, but I was like in between my phone because I was switching carriers, so they might have called and just gotten not like a disconnected number, which is so ghetto, but that's just where I was in my life. Okay, fuck Mint Mobile, fuck Ryan Reynolds, fuck Blake Lively. I'm so, see, the whole thing with them, like why people keep talking about it, because like nobody gives a shit about either one of those people. They're not, sure, they're good looking, they're blonde, whatever, they're very rich, but like, I think the reason actually why people keep talking about it is because we as a collective, especially as women, and this might just be me projecting what I hope is happening, but like, I'm just so tired of mean girls. Like, mean girls are just, it's just not the vibe. It's just not the vibe anymore. Like, we need to be done with that. Like, women are supposed to be known for being super compassionate. And like, I hang out with my boyfriend a lot. He's my best friend. We're best friends, but he's an extrovert, and so, and a guy, ENFP, and he has lots of friends. And I'm gonna be super emotional in this video, okay? Retarded. I don't want to talk about why, because blah 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 blah. I talk about it too much, but it's like, I hate you guys. Like, the world knows Wendy's cycle, but anyway, not on it yet. But bitches coming, and I just negated everything I said 5 seconds ago. Ugh! Anyway, yeah, so like this past weekend, his buddy actually went for a world record on bricklaying. My boyfriend was a mason for a long time, and they worked together. And so, it's just, just in general, I've seen him interact with so many men, like his work buddy. Oh my God, I don't even want to cry. I don't even want to cry. But they're so tender to each other. They're so tender to each other. They're so nice. And, yeah, sure. Sometimes it's like, God, you're a fag, and I'm gonna fuck your mom. Just weird shit. But like, it's their love language. That's how their love language translates to English. It's just, they're just so, it's so cute. And it's just, and I brought this up to him. I'm like, man, like, I love how tender you guys are to each other. And I because I noticed this actually at my second to last job at a cannabis farm. And there were a couple girls there. Yeah, there were literally two girls there, at least in my division. um and the rest were guys. It was like 2 to 1 guys, maybe 3 to 1 sometimes. But anyway, it was just, I got to be around a lot of guys, and it was just so nice because, again, they were all so tender to each other. And, even if it was through weird words of highly sexual innuendos, it was just, and I said to them, I was like, you guys are so tender to each other. And they just looked at me like, you're not supposed to acknowledge what's happening right now. But yes, like, I don't know. Long story short, I love how tender guys are. And I really hope that women take note and women start to be like that to each other, because there's no fucking reason why we shouldn't just be cool. Like, you know, I think a lot of it is, it's toxic hypergamy, because that's just, being a woman, being a person, you want the best for yourself. You want the best person you can get. Nobody wants to settle. Nobody wants to settle, but women especially, because of biological drives. I don't know what's the thing, but again, hypergamy, you want the best spawn. And but in general, it's like it's just, it's more of a, it's not so much a them thing, it's a us thing. So we can stay together and raise the chillins together, because chillins who have two parents far outweigh, like I somebody said it the other day, essential craftsmen. If you're a guy and you didn't have a dad, or your dad was a fucking puss, go to YouTube and type in essential craftsmen. That guy will teach you so much of stuff that you should know how to do, or you should just know, a little bit of, so that if and when you can be of use. I mean, there's so many guys. Who's the other one? Oh my God, Scotty Kilmer. If you're into cars, that guy's amazing. Um, but yeah, Essential Craftsman. He was like, oh, so emotional. He's like, there's not many worse personal handicaps than that of growing up without a father. And it's so true. It's so true. And especially for guys. I mean, girls too, obviously, like, but then again, I don't know. It's funny because I've gotten to stripper YouTube a lot. I watched many a stripper on YouTube, and obviously they might be different than other strippers because they run, YouTube channels, and that does take dedication, because they're not like me. They don't just turn on the camera and just start yapping. Like, they edit, and they're regular, and blah blah blah. But they all have dads. Like, it's weird. They all have dads, and they all have good relationships with their dads. They're just like really fucking money hungry, and they're like, I'm not dumb. Like, if I go to a job, even if it's not minimum wage, I'm going to make a quarter of what I would make in 2 to 6 hours, at the club. So, they're not dumb. And maybe their daddy made them that way. Anyway, shut up. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know. Life is just, what was I saying about women? Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I do feel like hypergamy has gotten a little bit toxic. And that's because economics, our current economics, yeah, just in general, are really, that's what they are too. They're toxic. And women are just matching the economic energy. Like, they, everybody now, right? The stats, right? Look at the stats. Like, 3 out of 4 Americans, maybe it's half, but I think it's closer to 3 out of 4 Americans don't, they live paycheck to paycheck. And half of those 3 quarters make over 100K. Like, making 100K is bare is, especially if you have kids, like, you're barely scooting by, like, because just the price of everything is outrageous. Like, everything has doubled in price. And there's a lot of people out here who, yeah, sorry, fuck us, like, we don't want to live in an apartment. Like, if you do, if you're one of those indoor kitties that doesn't need much room, and you just, comfort and convenience is the greatest thing to you, like, okay, I cannot fault you for that. Like, I have lived in town a lot, actually, and it is wonderful. It is wonderful to be able to walk to the store, or drive 5-10 minutes to the store. um like, I get it. And to call, obviously, the biggest thing is, like, being able to call somebody when something goes wrong. I get it. Just yesterday, I went to start the laundry, and the washer, and something started smelling burnt. So yeah, boyfriend had to take care of that. But good on my picking, because the man could take care of it. I wish I could advise somebody on YouTube that was really good with, for you guys. But there's tons. That's the thing. Like, we do live in a time now with YouTube where it's like, if you didn't have a dad and you're a guy, but whoever, whatever you are, like, you can go to YouTube and you can figure it out. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just so jacked up on life. Like, I'm so stoked I got the job. Like, I don't know. It was a little embarrassed. Not a it was like a pinch of embarrassment. There was, like, but I think overall I was, like, proud of myself, because it was like, I got here on time. And I got right to work. Like, and I like the girl that's training me. She's a very nice girl. Very nice girl. And then everybody else is a dude. I think there's one other girl there, but she didn't show up. She was the one with the snow on the road. Everybody else is a dude. Engineers, like super rational dudes, like no freaks, no geeks, no assholes. Not that I could tell anyway. It was just like I love that. I love that. And I don't know. I just yeah, I love that I don't have to work with the general public. Like there's a big difference between working with other people who are at work, not necessarily at your own work, like other people having customers, but customers that are also at work, versus customers, just general public customers. Like there's just so much more respect and less stress and, weird unwarranted animosity when you work with other people who are also at work. Like I love this. I wish I had vocalized that better in my interview. That's the only thing because even though I got the job, I still it did okay. So my God, I was supposed to hear about this job on Friday, um, and this job 8 to 5. So all day I could hardly I finish a cup of coffee. I was supposed to give up coffee, but sometimes it's there. I will not throw it away. Like she cannot throw coffee down the drain. Are you kidding me? No way. But yeah, so 8 to 5. I'm sick with anticipation. I'm like sick. Like I'm just like I want this job so bad. Like can't eat, can't drink. 5 o'clock rolls around, nothing, and I'm just like, God damn. I'm like so angry. I'm just like, this is now I'm gonna be sick all fucking weekend. I'm not gonna be able to eat all weekend. Like I couldn't even do dishes. I was just like such a fucking wreck. Couldn't craft, couldn't do shit, couldn't think. Um, but oh, email comes in at like 6:45. That hour and 45 minutes later, and it was like, yes, bitch, you're in $22. That's great. I think that's great for starting. It's great for starting. 20 minutes away, so amazed, so stoked. But yeah, it was just I before, I got the email, I was like, I was pissed. I was like, okay, I obviously didn't get it. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I thought obviously that's the scenario playing out right now. Like they're just like most companies, they're very busy, but it's like I do feel like because it made me think of other jobs that the other jobs I hadn't gotten, and like with all of them there was no call. And I feel like if you get a second interview, they should have legally, that company should have to call you whether you got it or not. 2 interviews in, you deserve a call back. Because also that would help in like the hiring process work out. Like, why you guys got to interview 8 people? Why can't you just do like pick your top 4? Like let's streamline it a little bit because you have to call people back. Like employers are getting away with too much. Like I don't know. I'm not. It's fine. It's fine. It was the same day, but it's very stressful. Like and onboarding is stressful. Hiring somebody is very stressful too. I know that. I know that companies put a lot of money into hiring, both hiring and training people. I get it. It takes a lot of time out of their day, but um yeah, I just it's not just me right out here in the streets, in the trenches, trying to get a job. Like there's a lot of people, and you know for that reason alone it doesn't allow companies to just not call us back, to just yeah, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Like my journey is over, my job hunting journey is over. I do feel like this is a job I'll be at for at least 5 to 10 years, like unless something big happens, like crypto. Oh my god, oh my god. I know, yesterday was nuts. Sunday, yesterday, the 1st of February, That was nuts. I have never lost $7,000 in a day. Oh my God. I've lost like 2,000, but yeah, no, yesterday seeing my crypto go down 7K, it was just like, oh my God, oh my God. But I stayed calm because, I got my guys on the YouTubes, Stockmo, Economic Ninja, uh, a bunch of other ones. That's part of the journey, is like finding people, and unless and until you get into, being able to call the shots your own with, all the special graphs, and being able to read stuff and totally understand. It's just, you got to have your advisors. And yeah, it's just, the nice thing about crypto is that ultimately, like, it's just like stocks. Like, unless you're going to be a day trader, which you had better known the aforementioned things I was just saying, like market caps and all this shit. Like, but if you don't, like, you just, you make sound very well educated buys, right? XRP, HBAR, a handful of other ones, and you hold it. You hold it, when you're up 10K, you can take that 10K. Like, that is part of the crypto journey. um but you know for the most part, like, you're just holding on to that shit. And I'm really, it's proud is kind of a stretch, because it's just like, I'm just very happy with myself being as zen as I am, to just know, okay, hold on. Because, like, so many people, right, they sold yesterday, and it's just, already it's almost back to normal. um but yeah, that was scary. That was scary. If you sold, and you just realize, like, yeah, this shit is not for me, then this shit's not for you. But um yeah, it's just, that was hard. That was hard. And but it's nice to have, your advisors all saying the same thing, even though they don't always all say the same thing. But it's like, yeah, just, this is nothing. Like, this is nothing. This is just part of the ride. I don't know. Nothing said about that. I'm obviously not somebody that knows really anything about crypto, but I think I just see it for what it is. I think I'm seeing it right, where it's just like, it's kind of like the internet. It's kind of like uh Apple. It's just like, it's the future. Like, sounds retarded now, but actually I feel like it's kind of less retarded. Like, it's easier to understand, because yeah, the internet is actually retarded. It's amazing though, but it is just dumb, and it has really just hurt us in so many ways. You could write many a thesis statements on how much damage the internet has done. It's done great things too, obviously, like YouTube alone, just the free information out there from masters at work, like Essential Craftsman, like Scotty Kilmer, like, and just, the young boys out there who are fixing up their, oh my God, I got a free truck. My mom gave me a truck. She gave me a truck. It doesn't run, but I have the broiest, my ESTB subconscious right now is so fucking happy with this truck. It is a, like, maroon purple Dodge 1500 Ram. It's got the biggest tires you've ever seen in your life. It's so broy. It's the bro, like, I'm not even gonna talk about the stickers. But anyway, it's my boyfriend's gonna use it for his work truck, which I'm so happy for, because it has things about it that just are really gonna help him out with his job. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was so cool. It was just like, I got this job, and then, like, the next day, I got a free truck that, yeah, sure, we got to fix up, because it's not running. It's so sad. It's like, it's hard to tell, like, is it close or is it not close? I think it's relatively close, but you can't beat it. It has a new motor in it, so that's amazing. But yeah, February, I don't know, it's like, besides crypto, which, again, I didn't sell anything, and already it's back to normal. But February this year, 2025, this is a nutsoid year, dude. This is such a wild year. Yeah, I'm really happy with my positioning right now. You know, obviously getting the job is so big. Like, you know, I, INFJs need purpose in their life, and you know, even though I'm in my room of purpose, right? This is a room full of my crafts that make me happy. Um, it's just I don't know. There's something about having too much time and no structure that kind of like kills your creativity. I don't know, because now, you know, I am. It's 1:14 p.m. I'm supposed to be at work, right? I'm supposed to be at work for the next 4 hours, but I'm not. I get to actually make stuff. Oh yeah, I made this. I got home and was like, I need a craft. Like that was that was too much structure. It was fine, right? But I made this bag, and it's nothing amazing, but like she made a bag with a little pocket inside, little pocket on the outside, hand straps, or I can wear it crossbody. Oh my god. And yeah, I went super dyke today. Look at this. I don't even wear vests. I don't know where I got this from. I never wear vests. This was just given to me. Then I have this. Oh my god, I'm fucking up the microphone. You know, it's just, but it's snowing. It's snowing. So yeah, I don't know. I just went a little hardcore looking lesbian today, but it's fine. Like it's fine. Like it was the decisions were made, and I think they're fine. Like it's just a mellow place to work. It's just a mellow place, and that's all I want. Is just mellow and to stay busy and to learn stuff and to be productive and to make money and to just continue living my adorable little life. Oh my god, like oh, it's so good to be me. Oh my god, like yeah, I have such a good life and I'm so happy. Like no complaints. No complaints. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's on fire. Um and I'm not like thinking anything's gonna go wrong or catch on fire. It's really weird. Like I feel like I've been chasing this my whole life, this sort of peace. And like even right now, I'm looking out and it's snowing, looking at that Dodge, like looking out at land, like in this room that is basically what do you a reflection of what's inside my head. At least that's what my boyfriend says. It's like being inside your head. And it's like, man, like wow, you know, dang, like I wish I hope you know people out there they get to find this like I'm sorry it takes so long. I feel like I've always kind of known in the back of my head that it would take 30 some years to get to this level, but I say it all the time. I think that's why I talk about debt all the time and why I just like really don't I really advise people stay away from debt. Like it's just, you really, especially as a woman, like you will set yourself up for such a better life if you don't have debt. Like, then you will be able to, you know, take a month or 2 or 8 off work and it's not a big deal. Like, I know, I'm behind on retirement and stuff like that. And like even career wise, like my job now, which I could say is my career, I don't think very many people would like be impressed by it, but it's just like a car. Like it doesn't matter. Like what you do doesn't need to impress anybody. If you like it, if you like being a waiter, if you like being whatever lowly position you feel you have, like if it pays your bills, if it scratches whatever itch you need, employment itch you have, like, just live within your means, and do what you can outside of it, like to make yourself feel like you're a whole human being. I think hobbies are really important. But I would definitely, because looking around, I do realize that, like, I have uh skipped around on hobbies quite a bit, and it's really, really, really uh been kind of wastes of money. I don't know, it's not, it's just, if you do want to make money with your hobbies, or with your hobby time, I will say, like, pick one thing and stick with it, stick with it, stick with it, stick with it until you have mastered it, until you know everything about that inside and out, and your level of work, your quality of work gets to a point where people are happy to spend money on it. um and that's going to be hard, because quite honestly, there aren't very many hobbies that people will pay money for, that aren't like big, like tables and such. Like, people will always need tables, but like other stuff, like, you just have to be in the top 1% to make money with it. And you don't have to, that's only if you want to make money with it. But for me to be okay with, like, how many hobbies I'm surrounded by, I have to be okay with the fact that I'm not going to make any money off them. I did it some time with all of them. I got to that point where I was like, yes, this is going to be it. This is what's going to make me my side hustle money, which is just such a weird, like, thing, like a new thing. Like, I feel like before millennials, maybe X, but not even them. Like, the concept of side hustle money is just so, and that just goes back to bad economics. Like, we live in a economically disadvantaged time, that has only been increasingly getting worse and worse and worse since, like, the mid 70s, when our money went off of came off of gold, being backed by gold, to basically numbers on the screen. Like, our money now is just, I think it's down 80% since, like, the mid 70s. It's basically fiat, right? Fiat currency. And I don't know. That's obviously something that an increasing percentage of the population is worried about. Like, is it going to crash in this year? Is it going to be next year? Who knows? Who fucking knows? So anyway, with that, I just want to let you guys know, bitch is employed. She got the job. Yeah, again, send follow-up emails. As I said in my last video, send follow-up emails after every interview saying, hey, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's stupid shit like that. Every correspondence you send, be very, very professional. Very professional. No emojis. No fucking emojis. Jesus. Don't fear periods, okay? Not everything has to be an exclamation point. Like, I feel like so many people are just scared to click send because the email is dry. An email is an email is an email. An email is not a text. Again, like, I feel like texting has really ruined communication on so many levels. Like, I even opt out of it as much as I can. I will send a voice memo. If I'm on that level of communication, I will send a voice memo so that they can hear my voice, my tone, my cadence, because that's where the devil's in the details, right? The message is in between the lines. Shut up, who cares? Um, but yeah, I don't know. Texting is just so it's just so unprofessional on so many levels, and it really only works with, like, your significant other. Anyway, you guys take care. Good luck. I hope you guys are all doing well, and you've had some wins, because that's what I've experienced for the first time, even though my life is a big W. Um, yeah, it's really nice to get a couple wins and like that are actually like, let's go out to dinner and have a drink kind of win. So thank you guys for being along with me on this journey. Take care. Bye.